Hey guys, it's Nadia. The case study we have chosen is the paper industry. The cycle of this obviously starts with trees. They are cut down and later transported into factories, which then converts the wood into pulp. After it is formed, it's then processed to form paper. The paper is then sold to retailers, and from then on, they decide the use of the paper. In some cases, the paper is sold to consumers for their own daily uses. The cycle then continues from there. The social cost of the paper industry is divided into the external cost as well as the private cost. The external cost is the effect on the society due to the consumption and production activities of a company. On the other hand, private cost is the cost borne by those who are directly involved in the decisions and the making to consume or produce a product. Under the external cost, the public has to deal with damage to the ecosystem due to deforestation. Not only does the paper industry affect the ecosystem, it also disrupts aquatic wildlife when there is improper disposal of industrial chemical waste into rivers and seas. Under the private cost, the company has to bear the cost of transporting the supply of raw material and finished goods as well as the cost of human labor. Next up, we have the positive externality and the negative externality, which are basically the pros and cons. So let's start with the positive externalities first. So because of the paper industry, there's a continuous supply of paper for consumers in the form of cardboard boxes, newspapers, books, magazines, toilet paper, etc., etc. Then comes the creation of business opportunities for other industries such as the publishing companies and toilet companies. Due to all these businesses, job opportunities are then created for the public.
Under the negative externalities, there is a death of aquatic life due to improper disposal of waste and damage to the ecosystem because of deforestation and illegal logging.
Next, we have the battle between the conservation of resources versus commercialization. As you all know, by not cutting down trees, we save the natural resources from further destructions to maintain the balance of the ecosystem. By right, natural resources belong to all living organisms, but human activities are destroying more than creating the natural habitat for plants and animals. Nature needs to be protected from deforestation because with all the money gained from commercialization, what is destroyed will never be brought back. And while we're still on the topic of nature, deforestation will ruin the biodiversity of nature, killing our chances of discovering new species of plants, which may possibly be a cure to terminal diseases in the future. And anyways, what good is money when you can't hear the birds singing anymore, and when you can't shade yourself from the scorching hot Malaysian sun? Next, the points for commercialization. We might be a bit biased, but isn't everyone? There is always a need for commercialization because of the unlimited wants that we all have. Many people in the paper industry still choose commercialization over conservation because they know deforestation will continue to happen even though the paper industry cuts down on the use of wood, because other industries may need resources from Mother Nature too. Unless there's a better alternative other than wood, commercialization will continue to thrive because money rules. And the obvious winner is conservation. Sorry, but no one can beat the trees.